Hi there, welcome to this live. I really appreciate you joining here today. I really appreciate you. Today we are learning something very interesting as you see in the title. It's about the magic that China creates. It's about the magic that China creates. Welcome to the live. Do share your opinions. Do let me know where you're watching from so I can easily acknowledge you. Okay. So we know that if an airplane is about to take off, they taxi on the runway. And while taxiing is when a lot of petrol, a lot of, I don't know what they really use, but a lot of fuel is needed while taxiing on the runway. It's very important to note that this is the time that everybody needs to be able to connect with you. This is a time that everybody needs to buckle up for flying to take off. So there is something definitely China is doing right, that they're able to be more productive, they're able to do more things than any other country. There are reasons for that. And those reasons are why I'm doing this live. There are a couple of things that we have to acknowledge as a people. China is very productive. China is taking the world by surprise from where we expected it and where it is going. Please give me a minute. Very apt with what they do. Welcome to this live. Let me know where you're watching from so I can acknowledge you. China is very apt with what they do, and it is because they have a particular way, a particular magic that they are pulling off, that the world is not really taking care to know what it is. Okay, so what is China doing? China is making sure that every productive time that they have, it is used appropriately. Okay, China is eliminating all there is to eliminate to be able to be productive in everything that they do. So if you go to China, you would realize a couple of things. I've written them down. Now note that these countries are very developed. United States, the Canada, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland, and Australia, Finland, Austria, Japan, South Korea, New Zealand. These people are very highly, very developed. Now there are Soviet Union like Russia, Poland, East Germany, Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, China, Vietnam, Mongolia, and South Korea, Cuba. These places are still under development. They are all developing countries. Even though most of them have made great milestones, they still remain developing countries. And you heard it right. China was mentioned. But now China is serving the world greatness. China is doing what the world never expected to get from China. and that is productivity, that is infrastructural development, that is the great scientific futuristic things going on in China. And it is because of some things which has been intentionally put in place to make sure that China is able to concentrate on the things that matter and is able to eliminate the things that does not matter. Okay, so if that is what we are saying, then let's see the things that has been put in place by China. Restricted social media platforms. So all other places, we know that um there are Twitter, there is WhatsApp, there is, sorry about that, there is YouTube, there is TikTok, there is Facebook, and everyone is sharing their opinion in these platforms. Yes, but if you go to China, the issue is different. Chinese are not allowed to just be loitering on these social media platforms. They are not allowed to just be watching and passing through these social media platforms as if there's nothing else to do in life. The only platforms that they are able to regulate in China is WeChat and Weibo. It is for communication. But for fleeting platforms like TikTok, fleeting platforms like Facebook and Instagram, you would need a hardcore system to be able to operate that in China because it is not there. It is not there. The government has institutionalized everything to pass through the system that the system doesn't allow you to be lazy. Welcome to this live. Let me know where you're watching from. The system doesn't allow them to be lazy. The system doesn't allow them to loiter around. The system doesn't allow them to just misuse social media and think that is it. The system is always backing them up. You need to have a right information. Okay? You need to have a particular information that will inform you to be better. Just as an example I was giving with the airplane taxis on the runway for a long time before takeoff. Without this taxiing around for some time to gas up velocity and gas up so much energy, it will be very hard for the airplane to be able to take off that much with that great number of people. But as the airplane is taxiing, you wouldn't see people cheering them up because it is hard work. It is hard work. And if you're making progress, no one cheers you up. It is when you are done with everything and the end result comes out nice that you have a cheer up. So what Chinese are actually doing is very exceptional. They are restricting social media platforms that derails attention from very important things away from their country. So people are able to go straight to the point with whatever they want to do. They do it and get off social media. Note that it is very intentional, an attempt, so that no matter what happens, you will still be very, very serious about what you are doing and you will indulge in everything that you are doing for it to flourish. Okay. The next thing is workplace regulation. There is workplace regulation everywhere in China. This is to make sure that everything that you are consuming, every time that you are using there, is for the benefit of the country, is for the benefit of the institution, and not for wasting time, not for chatting, not for doing video calls, okay? It is for serious business. This really helps them to be more productive. There are a lot, I've listed a lot of things here, but let's take the first one. The restricted social media platforms that they have actually makes them able to concentrate. So if you are a business owner here, what I am trying to tell you is that sometimes you need to sacrifice some joys, sacrifice some um instant gratification for a long-term gain. Just sometimes you need to just sacrifice some things for long-term gains. If you want to gain long-term in your business, you cannot operate the same way that you want to operate and still gain the same different results. Okay, you want to go on social media, you want to chat everybody, you want to speak to your friends, you want to be going to parties, wedding, funerals every time, and putting off your data, locking your shop, and still have the multi-million dollar amount that you wish to have. It does not work like that. Just as taxing takes strength, just as China makes their mind to put some things in place that will give them the right requisite time and knowledge to be able to focus on what matters. That is what you have to do in your business. You have to be able to create time for what matters, not all the things that matter, even though everybody is indulging in it. Not everything do you have to indulge in at this time that you want to project, you want to be better, you want to expand your business, you want to sell, you want to maximize your profit. You cannot be eating your cake and having it. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You simply cannot. What you can easily do is to make up your mind where to start, what to do. Do you always have to be making call at the office? Do you always need to chat to a group of friends in the office? There is nowhere that discipline is most needed than your own business, because your own business, no one is directing you, no one is booking you, no one is doing anything for you. You have to be very, very, very disciplined to be able to maximize whatever you want to maximize. So without discipline, without taking care of yourself, hey, 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 welcome. You're back. Welcome. Hey, how are you doing? What time is it at your side? It is very important that you know that everything, every little thing that you do in your own business can affect your business. So you need maximum discipline for you to be able to keep moving, for you to be able to make what you want to make work. Okay? As other workers, you would go to other places and they are doing their own thing, everything is going on, and everyone is, it's 8:25 p.m. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Hey, have you subscribed to the channel? Yes. So it is very, very important to know that everything that you do, apart from the fact that it is affecting your business, it is affecting the productivity of your business as well. It's affecting your productivity. So make sure that anything that you are doing it for the betterment of the business. The next thing is workplace regulation. If you want to be a workforce, if you want to employ a lot of people, if you want to be a great place, a great source of work, then one thing you need to inculcate in your business is regulations that will encourage productivity. Regulations that will encourage productivity. One of those regulations is having break time. Most self-owned businesses do not have break time. And they don't have break time because they think it is going to make them productive, but rather it makes them counterproductive. It makes them counterproductive because you are actually having a business, people are working in it, or you are working in it. You are a human being. You need break to go and eat. You need break to take some water. You do not put any break time anywhere in your schedule. Here's what will happen. You just wake up one of the hours when you're tired and say you're going to eat, and it will take 1 hour. And you say you're going to drink, and it will take an extra hour. Why? Because you don't allocate time for break in your workplace. Those regulations are very important. The first regulation is break time. Let people rest for a while and continue later. It is very vital. Let people rest for a while and continue later. You cannot keep doing one thing over and over and over and over again and not expecting anyone to rest. You don't expect anyone to rest. That is under development that you're seeing right there. People must rest to be able to gain their strength. They have to get some time to eat. If you don't allocate time for break, you can as well use the whole day for break. So that's one of the regulations. Another regulation you can set up in your business for your business to flourish is when you let your workers know that sacking one is not a crime. If someone does not do what is right and you are sacking them, you are not committing a crime, you are not being an evil person, you are not being an insensitive person, you are only being the CEO of a business. If your workers know that they can easily be sacked, trust me, their work ethics will change. If they know that they can easily be sacked without any reference to anybody, their workload, their planning, their everything will change. So let them know that sacking is not something that is hard for you. Let them know that right from the start, so that they are able to do the things they have to do right. Okay? So that they are able to do the things they have to do right. Another regulation is that there should be no relationship within the business. If I mean relationship, I'm talking about relationship that is sexual relationship that will stem out and give others plenty issues. No, you can't have relationship in the business. That is one thing that you have to put in mind. It's a regulation that you dare not skip because it could cost you an arm and a leg. Let me end here because of one or two reasons. Yeah, as you can hear from the background. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll join you next time.